Hello and welcome to another grammar lesson. In this video, we are going to be studying infinitive. So without further ado, let's begin with the topic for today. So here we are. Now, I'm pretty sure that you can see my screen. Okay, so I'm Kevin Sanchez, one of the students of the University of El Salvador. The subject for this assignment is Advanced English Grammar. The name of the assignment it is Advanced Final Exam, the final evaluation for the course. The tutor's name is Kevin Alexander Velasquez, and my name is Kevin Alberto Sanchez Aguilar. All right, so let's begin. All right, so the topic that it was assigned to me, it is Unit 10. The topic it is infinitive. So that is the topic that we are going to be studying in this video. All right, probably I'm totally sure that you might be wondering what is an infinitive? When do we use an infinitive? Why do we use it? Okay, so the answer to those questions, I'm gonna be giving you the answer to those questions in this video. But first, let's start with the definition of infinitives. Okay, so it says the infinitive is the most basic form of a verb. For example, to run, to eat, or to walk, to play, to study, to work. So that is an infinitive. Most of the time, you will use a verb in a variety of other forms, but in sometimes you can also use it in this basic form. All right, so basically, now you have an idea about what is an infinitive. So now let's start about, let's check out the usage. When do we use it? All right, first, the first usage of infinitive is that they can act as subject of the sentence. Instead of having Mary is a pilot or Kevin is a teacher, or let's say they are architects. No, in this case, we are not going to use a subject pronoun. That's not used in this case. In this case, what we are going to use as our subject of the sentence is going to be an infinitive. For example, here I have added two examples where we have the infinitives. In this case, they are acting as the subject of the sentence. For example, to study online is a great opportunity. Number two, to master grammar is a plus for future teachers. So there you see, here we have two examples in white. So it is in white because it is acting as the subject of the sentence. Okay, so that's the first usage. Now let's go with the second usage. The second usage, it is infinitives as objects. Okay, now they act as the subject, as the object, sorry, of the sentence. For example, here I have added two examples. The first one says, I want to become a great professional. Mary plans to study another career. All right. So how can I identify when am I using the infinitive as an object of the sentence? Well, that's pretty simple because I am using, for example, I want. What do I want? What do I want? You can ask that question to you. What do I want? Okay. And as the answer, you are going to have an infinitive. I want to become, to become. That's the answer. Number two, Mary plans to study another career. What does Mary want? All right, the answer is pretty simple. It is to study. That is what he wants to study, that he plans to study another career. So there you have infinitives as subject of the sentence and a subject of as object of the sentence. Now let's check out some more usage. Now, infinitives are subject complement. So they act as complement as the subject. For example, as future teachers, our work is to encourage students to learn. Okay, what is our work? Okay, our work is to encourage. That is part of the subject. His main ambition is to travel around the world. Now, what is his main ambition? Okay, the answer is pretty simple. It is to travel. That is, in this case, we have the infinitives acting as subject complement of the sentence. Now, let's have some more usage. After certain verbs, we can only have infinitives, no more than infinitives, only infinitives. Now I'll share with you a couple of verbs that are only followed by infinitives. For example, we have agree, manage, appear, need, arrange, ask, offer, begin, plan, can bear, prefer, can stand, and prepare. So as you can see here in this slide, we have many verbs that are only followed by infinitive. What does it mean? That, Kevin, can I use in this part a gerund? No, that's going to be a mistake. I'm pretty sure that you don't want to make mistakes. So those verbs are only followed by infinitives, no gerund. So what you have to do here is to memorize it. All right, now let's continue. Here I have added two examples. All right, as you know, the verb need and the verb agree, those verbs are only followed by infinitives, not by gerunds. So that's why I have added two examples here. I need to look for more job opportunities. Second example, he agreed to bring some snacks. All right, so there you have two examples. Now let's check out the other usage. Certain adjectives are followed by infinitives. Okay, so after certain adjectives, you are going to use an infinitive. For example, you might be wondering, what are those adjectives? Okay, don't worry, I'll give you the answer. For example, we have the infinitive happy, eager, anxious, quick, willing, lucky, but we also have more. All right, so here I have, I'm happy to finish another semester. I am happy. All right, as you can see here, I have the adjective happy. So after adjectives, I have to add an infinitive. I'm happy to finish. Kevin is eager to start a new project. Okay, is eager, that's an adjective. So after adjective, I have to use an infinitive. Now let's go with another rule. A noun is often followed by infinitive. So when you have a noun, you want to introduce a verb. So an infinitive is the best for you. For example, the company where I work has a plan to hire new people. My force to be a dedicated students are great. All right, plan, you have the noun plan, so you want to add another verb, so you have to use an infinitive. My force to be a dedicated students are great. Okay, my force, that's a noun, so after nouns, I have to use only infinitives. All right, so those are rules. Now, here we have more. Okay, after the words to and enough, you have to use an infinitive, not a gerund. So you have to say, these students are enough to have role plays. All right, so you have the quantifier enough. All right, so enough. After that, you have to use an infinitive, to have. Can I say enough having? No, that's a mistake. You have to say to have. Number two, the coffee is too hot to be drunk. All right, so too hot, you have that, so you have that word. So after the word too, you have to use an infinitive, too hot to be drunk. My sister is too young to get married. Too young to get married. So you have to, so that is telling you that you have to use an infinitive. Now let's check out more here. All right, now let's talk about the reminders. All right, in this part, what I can tell you here is that sometimes we have some verbs that are only followed by gerunds or by infinitives. We have some others that are followed by the same. The meaning is totally the same, but we have others that are that they can be followed by gerunds or infinitives. But pay attention, the meaning, it changes when you use a gerund or when you use an infinitive. The meaning is going to change. So that's why it is something that you must bear in mind. Now here I have a couple of exercises that I'm going to project here in this video. All right, so first you can see here. So I'm going to just project a couple of seconds just for you to see. All right, but we are going to work on the first one. We decided a letter. All right, pay attention to the verb that is provided. You have the verb decide. In this case, it is in past, so we say decided. All right, so something that you need to bear in mind is that after the verb decide, you have to use what? A gerund or an infinitive? That's pretty simple. You have to use an infinitive. So you have to say, we decided to write a letter. And then you have more exercises here so that you can work on. And basically, that will be all about my video. So I hope that you have learned a lot in this lesson. So I hope to see you in another video. So see you next time. Bye-bye.